We return to the Theo Thomas channel. That's me, if you didn't know. Anyway, today we are very quickly going to be talking about something. But first things first, I need to fix a problem I have with the RCF. It is absolutely disgusting. You can probably tell. It's actually looked worse yesterday. It was raining, so that has cleaned it a little bit. But it is filthy from UK road muck in the winter. I feel like I washed it 3 or 4 days ago, but we're gonna do it again. Probably see a little bit better now, the UK road muck. But this is the new garage. I haven't actually shown you guys properly and walked around and done a more than like 2-second video. Perfect, it's exactly what I need. I mean, sure, it's not perfect. Skyline and the RCF both fit in there. It's amazing, it's incredible. I hate that now I'm showing it on camera, it doesn't actually look that filthy. The ground is absolutely filthy. It's also wet and salty and horrible, but there is actually snow somewhere in the UK today, which usually, from recent, it's been snowing in January than later, but now here's the shell. I could have used my own pressure washer, but the pressure on these is so much quicker. As you probably already know, I've been delaying it a little bit. Today's topic is talking about why I have bought a Toyota Supra, the 2019 Toyota Supra. Why do we go 2020? Is it 2020 somewhere? Without holding you any longer, I have bought myself a 2020 Toyota Supra. The Detroit Auto Show showed us some fantastic cars, the RCF Track Edition. Oh my god, I want to get my hands on one of those one day. Hopefully I get the chance to drive one of those soon. But obviously it's an RCF, I've driven that. I want something a little bit different, the Toyota Supra. I have had ordered since the pre-orders opened, and in fact I actually got a little present which I have yet to open from Toyota. This was just before Christmas, but they already told me what it is in the little pamphlet that they gave me, so they can't send me a bomb or something, I guess. But let me just get to washing. There you go, that'll do for now. God, it's cold out there. So, there's a few reasons as to why I decided to buy this instead of anything else. The main thing is, I have a lot of hope for the Supra. A lot of people seem to dislike the new Supra. I think, honestly, if you look at the GT86, it's got similarities in the fact that it's not really a Toyota built car 100%. It's built by a few manufacturers combined, creating this kind of project, and that's what we're looking at with the Supra. They wouldn't go with the BMW engine unless they knew it was solid. Like that, if reliability is your issue, BMW is very reliable. If you disagree, it's just because you don't service your cars, or people that you know haven't serviced their cars properly. Having owned BMWs, and I know for a fact that 10 years ago, sure, I would have been a little bit, but nowadays, as long as you service any car, generally you're going to get decent reliability, unless it's a Peugeot. Don't buy Peugeot. Oh, cheeky pop. It's not cheap, it's not the cheapest. If you look at the price of the GT86 and then the price of one of those, it's pretty much double the price, especially in pounds. We always get ripped off. We're paying £50,000, which is about 60-something thousand dollars, which does mean we're paying more, but I'm not buying the thing outright. Like, no one really buys our cars outright in the United Kingdom. When it comes to new cars anyway. I mean, some people do, but most of them don't. But imagine how freaking cool it would be to have this classic next to the new. Now, one cool little fact I wanted to add into this to tell you, there's a limited run version of the car called the A90 Edition, and I'm just gonna go out and say I've probably got number 1 of those. If they were numbered, I don't think they're actually numbered, it's like one of whatever. If it was physically numbered, mine would definitely be number 1 or 2 at least. Like, I was on the dot of getting that order in, and I know for a fact the reservation, how it works, you reserved the car with a little bit of money, and then that was like a couple of months ago, and then recently they made it so that you can full on just configure the car that you want, choose the car you want, and I was definitely first, unless someone gave the link to whoever else is getting one before me. But there's 24 available of the A90 editions. I'm getting one of them, and that's a definite way to keep, I think, holding the value of that car. And I don't know, I think it would be more exciting because of the fact it's the A90 edition. One other thing is that people want a manual version like this, for example. I have this, which is like the best manual car in the world. Yes, I would prefer it to be manual, but I'm kind of at that point where I'm used to not driving manual. I like both. Both have great characteristics in different ways. I would, again, prefer manual, but hopefully in the future that comes. For now, I'm okay with the automatic. I've been driving this, which is auto, and I'm obsessed with it. It's perfect. Again, not saying I wouldn't rather it be manual, and I'll say if in manual be mega, but a quick little fact for you, the 0 to 60 time on the new Supra is faster than my RCF. It's important to me, and I like the number. It does mean, obviously, it's much lighter, much lighter than the RCF, and that's why it's designed to be a sports car. The RCF is a Grand Tourer. I mean, both can be used for both, but we're just chatting rubbish here. It's coming to my collection. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be the new generation GT86. That's how I see it in my eyes. How the GT86 was for its era, how the Supra was, the Mark IV for its era. The Mark V Supra is going to be the JDM car. I'm glad that so many cars like this are coming back. It's fantastic. I'm grateful that the companies are doing the cool sports Japanese cars again. We've been lacking them for a little while, and obviously the GTR went to be a supercar, and it became unattainable for a lot of people, but it's a Toyota. We know that Toyotas don't really hold their value massively well in the United Kingdom, and the new Supra might drop quickly. It might not. It might be completely different. In the UK, you can buy a GT86 for about 10 grand now. They aren't the newest cars in the world, but I reckon you could get a Supra within the price of 30,000 in a couple of years' time, which to me is like a no-brainer for that car when you go into a dealership, and to get a bug standard like A1 or an A3, you're looking at about the same. To me, that makes total sense, and that's what I'm excited for. As the price starts to come down, more people start to obtain it, more mods start to come out. The modifications, oh my god, BMW's platform, as we know, been absolutely fantastic as of recent. It's so easy to modify a tune. You can probably get a lot more power out of it just by putting on tune, because we've got a lot of regulation stuff happening here in the EU recently, and BMW, as you know, a European company, probably play a little bit safe all round because of those requirements when it comes to emissions and such. But I should probably open my present. I think it's just an Alexa. It better be like in the Supra wrap. That would be pretty sweet. Opening it. I should have tried to preserve the paper. I think, yeah, I'm just opening it on my Skyline's hood, don't mind. It's an Amazon Echo. Thanks, Toyota. I already have about 6. Oh, wait. Oh, it's wrapped like the Supra. There we go. There you go. It's wrapped just like the Supra. Amazing. Incredible. I knew basically when I first drove it that I would probably want one, not the Alexa, the actual car. The good thing is, obviously, it's not an old car, it's not a V8, it's something that Meadow could probably drive as well, so Meadow will have a pretty cool car. Anyway, let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think of the new Supra? I personally think it's the start of something great. We're not going to have many 6-cylinder sports cars coming out in the very near future because of the whole emissions thing. We're looking at there's a 4-cylinder in a Porsche now, which is just absolutely crazy. We're getting to this point where, do you remember back 10, 20 years ago when BMW would put a V10 in like a saloon car? We're never going to see that anymore, and it's just going to get smaller and smaller and smaller to the point where we're all having to have hybrids, and that's what's going to happen, at least here in Europe, very, very quickly. And it's going to happen worldwide. The only cars that are going to have anything bigger are going to be American cars for a while, because Americans, they like their power very raw, which might mean I just stick with some American cars for a while after that. But anyway, basically, this is a special car for the reason that it shouldn't really exist. And that's kind of cool. Be sure to smash like, subscribe if you are new, and as I said, let me know down in the comments what you think. And I'll see you soon. Peace.